Imagine this. Somewhere in China, an ordinary person steps into a compact two-seat aircraft. There's no pilot, no joystick, and no traditional flight controls. They simply tap a destination on a touchscreen, sit back, and the aircraft takes care of the rest. No pilot's license, no flight training, no complicated procedures. It sounds like something from a science fiction movie, but it's already happening today. Meanwhile, at a testing facility near Shanghai, engineers have achieved another incredible milestone. They recently certified an engine capable of traveling an astonishing 106 miles on just 1 gallon of fuel. That's not an exaggeration, it's a Guinness World Record. Transportation is changing faster than ever before. In fact, we're witnessing the biggest transformation since the automobile was first invented, and the pace of innovation is only accelerating. In this video, we're exploring 8 remarkable flying vehicles that are no longer just futuristic concepts. They're real, they've been tested, and they're already reshaping the way people think about personal transportation. After that, we'll take a closer look at the record-breaking engine that's redefining fuel efficiency. By the end, you'll understand why the next decade of transportation is likely to be completely different from the last 50 years. If you enjoy videos that break down cutting-edge technology in a simple way, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're working toward 50,000 subscribers, and every bit of support helps us continue creating content like this. Now, let's begin our countdown. Number 8. XPeng, Aero HT Land Aircraft Carrier. We'll start with an idea that sounds almost unbelievable until you see it in action. Instead of trying to build a single vehicle that functions as both a car and an airplane, the engineers at XPeng Aero HT took a different approach. Their question wasn't, how do we make a flying car? It was, how can a car and an aircraft work together perfectly? The result is a rugged 6-wheel electric truck that looks ready for any adventure. At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary futuristic pickup, but hidden inside its rear cargo compartment is something extraordinary, a fully electric 2-seat aircraft. Drive the truck to an open area, press a single button, and the aircraft automatically slides out, unfolds itself, and prepares for takeoff within minutes. This approach solves one of the biggest challenges facing flying cars today. Most companies try to combine driving and flying into one vehicle, often leading to compromises in both. XPeng Aero HT chose a smarter solution by designing 2 specialized machines that work together seamlessly. An added advantage is that the company relies on electric motors and battery technology already used in millions of electric vehicles. This helps keep manufacturing costs significantly lower than many competing flying vehicle projects. Affordability is critical because cost remains one of the biggest obstacles preventing personal aircraft from becoming widely available. Imagine driving to a scenic location on a weekend, unloading your aircraft with the press of a button, and taking off into the sky. That's no longer just an ambitious dream, it's quickly becoming a realistic possibility. Number 7. EHang EH216-S. Our next innovation takes personal flight in a completely different direction. The EHang EH216-S removes the pilot altogether. This fully autonomous passenger drone is designed to fly itself from takeoff to landing. Passengers simply enter the cabin, select their destination on a touchscreen, and the aircraft handles every stage of the journey automatically. Inside, there are no traditional flight controls, no steering wheel, no joystick, no pedals, just comfortable seating, a display, and panoramic views. What truly makes this aircraft historic is its certification. In October 2023, China's Aviation Authority awarded the EH216-S an official type certificate, one of the highest safety approvals an aircraft can receive. Before granting certification, regulators carried out extensive inspections, rigorous testing, and detailed evaluations to ensure the aircraft met strict safety standards for passenger transportation. This milestone made the EH-216-S the world's first fully autonomous passenger-carrying drone to receive this level of certification. It's not just an experimental prototype, it is an officially certified aircraft. The EH-216-S features 16 independent rotors mounted on 8 folding arms and is capable of carrying 2 passengers. During every flight, a ground operations center continuously monitors the aircraft. If an unusual situation arises, operators can intervene, although under normal conditions, the onboard autonomous system manages the entire flight without human assistance. For anyone who still feels uneasy about flying in an aircraft without a pilot, the next vehicle on our list takes a very different approach to personal aviation. Number 6. Gravity Industries Jet Suit. If autonomous aircraft aren't your thing, this next invention takes the exact opposite approach. Instead of letting a computer do all the work, this one puts you completely in control. Meet the Gravity Industries Jet Suit. Created by British inventor Richard Browning, this incredible flying suit lets a person take to the skies using 5 miniature jet engines, 2 mounted on each arm and 1 positioned on the back. Together, these engines generate more than 1,000 horsepower, delivering power that's comparable to many high-performance sports cars. Flying the suit is unlike operating any traditional aircraft. There are no steering wheels or conventional controls. Instead, the pilot changes direction by moving their arms and shifting their body weight. Lean forward to accelerate, tilt left or right to turn, and adjust your posture to stay balanced in the air. Mastering the jet suit takes practice, physical strength, and excellent coordination, but once you're airborne, the experience is unlike anything else. The suit can reach speeds of around 53 miles per hour and climb to altitudes approaching 12,000 feet. Of course, there are still limitations. Because the jet engines consume fuel quickly, each flight lasts only about 10 minutes before refueling is required. Even so, organizations including military units and emergency response teams are already exploring practical applications. Imagine a first responder flying directly over heavy traffic to reach an accident scene in just a few minutes. Beyond the excitement, every flight provides valuable information. Engineers collect data on how people control personal flight, how the technology performs in different situations, and how future versions can become safer, more efficient, and capable of staying airborne longer. It's similar to the early days of aviation. The Wright brothers stayed in the air for only a few seconds, but those first successful flights laid the foundation for modern air travel. Today's jet suit may represent a similar first step toward the future of personal flight. Number 5. Jetson 1. While the jet suit is designed for adventure and adrenaline, the Jetson 1 is built with everyday users in mind. This compact single-seat electric aircraft weighs just 190 pounds, making it lighter than many motorcycles. Powered by 8 electric motors, it can reach speeds of up to 63 miles per hour. In some regions, its classification even allows people to fly it without earning a traditional pilot's license. One of its biggest advantages is its advanced onboard flight computer. The system constantly manages balance and stability, making flying much easier than most people would expect. If the pilot releases the controls during flight, the aircraft automatically hovers in place and waits for the next command instead of losing stability. This intelligent assistance dramatically reduces the learning curve and makes personal flight feel much more approachable. The company's vision is simple: make flying as easy and intuitive as driving a car. People who have already flown the Jetson 1 often describe it as one of the most unforgettable experiences they've ever had. Although it remains a premium product today, production is increasing and costs are expected to decrease over time. Many groundbreaking technologies follow the same path. They begin as expensive products for early adopters before eventually becoming affordable enough for widespread use. We've seen this happen with smartphones, electric vehicles, and personal computers. The Jetson 1 is currently in that early stage, but over the next several years, it could become a much more common sight. Number 4. Auto-flight prosperity. Now let's move beyond personal aircraft to something designed for everyday passenger transportation. The auto-flight prosperity is an electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, often called an eVTOL, built to transport multiple passengers between cities or across large metropolitan areas. Recently, it achieved a major milestone by completing the longest recorded flight for an aircraft in its class, traveling an impressive 155 miles on a single battery charge. To put that into perspective, that's roughly the distance between Washington, D.C. and New York City, completed entirely with electric power and without burning any fuel. For passengers, the experience is designed to resemble using an air taxi. You simply book a ride, board the aircraft, and the onboard autonomous system handles the journey from takeoff to landing. However, what truly sets the Prosperity apart is its emphasis on safety. Its designers built multiple independent backup systems into the aircraft. If a critical component were ever to fail during flight, the aircraft could deploy a ballistic parachute almost instantly, allowing the entire vehicle to descend safely. If conditions don't require a parachute but another issue arises, the autonomous flight system is capable of performing a complete emergency landing without any pilot intervention. These redundant safety features are essential for building public confidence in autonomous air transportation. As the technology continues to mature, many experts believe autonomous air taxis could eventually prove even safer than traditional highway travel. Number 3. Airspeeder. Mark III. Next, let's talk about speed. The Airspeeder Mark III wasn't designed for commuting. It was built for competition. Created specifically for the world's first flying car racing championship, this aircraft brings motorsports into 3 dimensions. Instead of sitting inside the aircraft, pilots remain safely on the ground while wearing virtual reality headsets that provide a live first-person view of the race. Using those VR systems, they control the aircraft through complex aerial courses at speeds reaching 186 miles per hour. Think about that for a moment. Formula One cars achieve similar speeds while racing on carefully designed tracks. The Airspeeder Mark III reaches those speeds while maneuvering through open air in every direction, up, down, left, right, and forward, all controlled remotely through immersive virtual reality. It may look futuristic and almost unbelievable, but that's exactly what makes it so exciting. More importantly, this racing platform is helping engineers push the limits of electric aviation. Every race generates valuable performance data that contributes to improvements in battery technology, flight control systems, aerodynamics, and aircraft reliability. In many ways, today's flying races could play the same role that early motorsports played in advancing the technology behind modern automobiles. Number 3. Airspeeder. Mark III. Continued. Throughout history, nearly every major racing series has served as a testing ground for innovation. NASCAR helped engineers improve engine durability and tire performance under extreme conditions. Formula One introduced technologies like carbon fiber construction and advanced aerodynamic designs that eventually became common in everyday vehicles. The Airspeeder Racing Series is following the same path for the future of aviation. Every race pushes cutting-edge systems to their limits. Collision avoidance technology, onboard sensors, lightweight materials, battery management, and flight control software are all tested in real-world competitive conditions. Each race, every close finish, and even unexpected mechanical issues provide engineers with valuable data. Those lessons are then used to build safer, smarter, and more reliable aircraft for everyday passengers. The constant drive to improve speed, efficiency, range, and reliability connects directly to another remarkable innovation we'll discuss later in this video. While flying vehicles are transforming transportation in the sky, equally impressive breakthroughs are happening on the ground. all centered around accomplishing more with fewer resources. That brings us to our next entry. Number 2. Pivotal Helix. The Pivotal Helix is an American-built ultralight aircraft designed to make personal flight more accessible than ever before. Featuring a fixed-wing design with 8 angled electric rotors, the aircraft weighs just 254 pounds. Because it qualifies as an ultralight aircraft under U.S. regulations, most people don't need a traditional pilot's license to fly it. Even more impressive, the company says new users can learn the basics of operating the Helix safely in less than an hour. That claim is possible because of its advanced flight assistance technology. The onboard computer automatically manages the most demanding parts of flying, including takeoff, landing, and maintaining stability. The pilot mainly focuses on steering while the aircraft continuously handles balance and control behind the scenes. However, the Helix represents something much larger than just another flying machine. It reflects the American approach to personal aviation, one that emphasizes accessibility and individual freedom. Regulations were designed to allow lightweight recreational aircraft to be flown without many of the traditional barriers associated with conventional aviation. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, a different strategy is taking shape. In several Chinese cities, large fleets of autonomous drones already deliver meals, medicine, and packages directly to automated pickup stations throughout urban neighborhoods. Customers simply walk to a nearby collection point and retrieve their order, with the entire delivery process completed without a human driver. But these delivery networks serve a purpose far beyond convenience. Every day, thousands of autonomous drones share busy urban airspace, generating enormous amounts of real-world operational data. Number 1. XTI Trifan 600. The XTI Trifan 600 isn't designed for short recreational flights or weekend adventures. It's a full-size hybrid electric aircraft built to completely transform regional travel. Its engineering is unlike that of a traditional airplane. Instead of relying on conventional propellers, the Trifan 600 uses 3 large ducted fans. 2 are built into the wings and can rotate through 90 degrees. During takeoff, those fans point upward, allowing the aircraft to lift vertically like a helicopter. Once airborne, the fans rotate forward, smoothly transitioning the aircraft into efficient high-speed forward flight, similar to a conventional airplane. A 3rd ducted fan located in the tail provides additional stability and directional control throughout every stage of flight. This unique design means the aircraft doesn't require a traditional airport or runway. It can operate from locations such as rooftop helipads, private properties, business campuses, or other compact landing areas, eliminating many of the delays associated with conventional air travel. Once in cruise mode, the Trifan 600 can carry 6 passengers, fly at speeds approaching 380 miles per hour, reach altitudes of 30,000 feet, and travel nearly 1,500 miles before needing to refuel. To understand what that means in everyday life, imagine replacing a 5 or 6 hour drive through heavy traffic with a direct journey that takes only about 90 minutes from departure to arrival. That kind of improvement goes far beyond simply saving time. It has the potential to reshape where people choose to live, where companies establish offices, and how regional economies become connected. Communities that were once considered too remote for convenient business travel could suddenly become far more accessible, opening new opportunities for investment, employment, and economic growth. Families who once planned their vacations around avoiding traffic jams may soon think about travel in a completely different way. Instead of counting driving hours, they'll simply measure the trip in flight minutes. That's the future the XTI Trifan 600 is aiming for. It isn't just another aircraft designed to skip city traffic. It's built to make regional travel faster, easier, and independent of traditional airlines. Imagine flying directly from your home or office to your destination without airports, long security lines, or crowded terminals. But as impressive as these flying vehicles are, another revolution has been quietly taking place on the ground. While one group of engineers focused on making the skies more accessible, another tackled a challenge that affects nearly every driver: the amount of fuel a vehicle actually uses. The result was so remarkable that it caught the attention of the entire automotive industry. A record-breaking 106 miles per gallon. At the 2026 Beijing Auto Show, Chinese automaker Geely unveiled a figure that surprised engineers around the world: 106 miles per gallon. This wasn't achieved during a carefully controlled laboratory experiment. The result came from real-world testing on public roads in Hainan province, using a mid-size family sedan. To ensure complete accuracy, official representatives from Guinness World Records supervised the entire test and verified every measurement. The outcome was officially certified as the highest fuel efficiency ever recorded for a mass-produced passenger vehicle. So why is that number such a huge achievement? The answer lies in how gasoline engines work. Whenever fuel burns inside an engine, only part of its energy is converted into movement. A significant portion is simply lost as heat through the exhaust system or absorbed by engine components. Engineers measure this using a figure called thermal efficiency, the percentage of fuel energy that actually moves the vehicle forward. Most gasoline-powered cars on the road today convert only about 30 to 35% of their fuel's energy into usable motion. Everything else is wasted. For many years, Toyota led the industry with hybrid engines capable of reaching around 41% thermal efficiency. That benchmark was widely considered one of the highest achievements in mass-produced internal combustion engines. Geely's new B15 engine, however, reaches an impressive 48.41% thermal efficiency, a figure officially verified during the record-setting test. To appreciate how extraordinary that is, consider this comparison. Modern Formula One power units, among the most advanced combustion engines ever engineered, operate at roughly 50% thermal efficiency. These engines cost millions of dollars to develop and are maintained with extraordinary precision. Geely has created an engine for an affordable family sedan that comes remarkably close to that level of efficiency. Even more impressive, the vehicle is expected to sell for under $10,000 in its domestic market. The engine is paired with a 308 horsepower electric motor and an intelligent energy management system that constantly determines whether to use electric power, gasoline power, or a combination of both for maximum efficiency. Together, those technologies allowed the vehicle to achieve its record-setting 106 miles per gallon under real driving conditions. For comparison, in 2024, Toyota demonstrated the efficiency of the Prius by driving from Los Angeles to New York City, averaging 92.9 miles per gallon during the journey, a result widely praised as a milestone for hybrid technology. Geely's achievement improves on that figure by more than 12%, while using a vehicle expected to cost significantly less. Company executives have confidently stated that their latest hybrid system outperforms every hybrid powertrain previously introduced by Toyota, Honda, and Nissan. Based on the published efficiency figures, that claim is supported by the available numbers. A bigger shift across transportation. Now, when you step back and look at everything covered in this video, a clearer picture starts to form. 8 flying vehicles are already real. They've been tested, certified, or put into production. Some remove the need for a pilot entirely. Others take off from a parking lot and land in a different city. Some even unfold from the back of a truck. In other words, the sky is becoming accessible to everyday people in a way that would have seemed impossible just a decade ago. At the same time, ground transportation is experiencing its own breakthrough. Engines have reached efficiency levels once limited to multi-million-dollar racing programs, yet now they are appearing in vehicles that cost less than a typical used car. These are not separate innovations. They are part of the same transformation. The boundary between advanced technology and everyday affordability is rapidly disappearing. A familiar pattern. Think back to what happened with smartphones. In 2000, a mobile phone was mainly for calls. By 2007, it had replaced your camera, maps, music player, and web browser. By 2012, it also replaced your wallet and even your boarding pass. Entire industries that once seemed stable and unshakable couldn't keep up with how fast things evolved. Transportation is now going through a similar shift. Electric motors, AI-powered flight systems, ultra-efficient hybrid engines, and rapidly falling production costs are converging to reshape how we move. The same way smartphones transformed cameras, navigation, and communication, this wave of technology is set to redefine cars and aircraft. In 10 years, the way we travel is likely to look completely different from today. And interestingly, the companies leading this change are not always the familiar names from the past. Many are new players rewriting the rules from scratch. The big picture. That's the full story. 8 flying machines are already redefining personal flight, and one groundbreaking engine has reset expectations for fuel efficiency on the ground. The sky is no longer reserved only for birds and billion-dollar airlines, and the gas station may no longer sit at the center of how we think about travel. If this video gave you something new to think about, consider liking and subscribing to expand knowledge so you don't miss future breakdowns like this one. Turn on notifications so you're alerted as soon as the next video goes live. And here's a final question to leave you with. Between a flying vehicle that lifts off from your driveway and an engine that can take you over 1,000 miles on a single tank, which one would change your everyday life more? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone.